Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Pete on Retreat. I've been living in Thailand for almost 6 months now, and I just recently finally hit a new milestone here. Life is fantastic in Thailand. I just hit another milestone here. Can't wait to tell you all about it. But you're gonna have to wait till the end of the video to hear this one. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to use that YouTube trope today. But I'll put some chapters in this video so you can skip to it if you want. And I'll give you guys a little spoiler. It's probably not that big a deal to anybody, but it's a big deal to me. It's something that's taken me months to finally get to. That's more about me personally being a procrastinator than anything else. But until then, let me catch you up with what's going on with my life here in Thailand. A few nights ago, I met a friend for a couple drinks. We went to a couple bars in Jomtien, hung out and talked, met some other people out there, had a really nice time. I left pretty early, about 10 p.m. My sleep schedule's been earlier and earlier. I've been waking up like 5 or 6 a.m. every day, which means I'm in bed by midnight like clockwork now. So after a few beers, I decided to come back home. I walked down to Jomtien Beach Road to get a bolt, and man, there was just this wonderful breeze down there. I had forgot how much I loved Jomtien Beach. I really hadn't been going there lately, especially at night. So I decided to walk along the beach. It's just this wonderful atmosphere, all these happy people just hanging out and enjoying the fresh air. There's an energy I missed. So last night I went back down there, but I brought my camera with me. I wanted to see what the sunset was going to be like. My plan was just to go down to Jomtien, bring my camera with me, have a nice walk home, shoot some footage for this video. I ordered Bolt, had him take me to the Jomtien night market. This whole idea was kind of last minute, and unfortunately I had just eaten dinner before, so I didn't eat anything at the Jomtien night market. But man, that place is cool. It's on my list with a bunch of other things to cover in a video. So I shot a little video around the night market and then proceeded on my walk. Had a really nice walk down the beach, went all the way down Beach Road into Jomtien Beach, then down that cool little road from Jomtien Beach to Pattaya. And once I'm on Pattaya 7, you know I gotta go see my massage girl. She said that business has definitely slowed down since the high seasons ended. She's talked with friends at other shops all around town, and they've all been saying the same thing. Sometimes they're lucky if they just get one customer in a day. So if you want to have Pattaya to yourself, now's the time. I'm not sure if I just got used to the new Bolt price increases, but it feels like this week they might have came down a little bit. I'm sure I just got used to it. One thing I found interesting is that I've been tracking my Bolt costs pretty regularly for the last several months. Anytime I eat and anytime I order a Bolt, I stick it on a little note on my phone. I've got a few months worth of costs right now, and I haven't plugged them into an Excel file to add them all up yet. I did do a quick calculation of my Bolt costs for the month of May. I've been using Bolt quite a bit this month, and I'm only at $50, $55 so far. There's only a few more days left. I was surprised. I figured it'd be at least $100. Several months ago, I did a cost breakdown of my first month living here, and I was curious to see what that was. So I looked at the video and I went to the end where I had all the costs broken down, and I think I estimated my bolt costs at like $70 that first month. I must have just overestimated, or maybe I used bolt more that first month than I thought. So that's good news. My bolt costs really aren't bad at all. This weekend, I booked more of my trip to Japan. I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, but I had already booked my airfare. I've decided to go to Japan for 3 weeks. I'm going for my 50th birthday. It's one of the promises I made myself when I moved out here. I'm a big Disney nerd, so my first stop in Tokyo is their Disney parks. I plan on going to the parks for 3 days. I booked 4 nights at one of the cheap Disney hotels. I had actually planned on splurging and booking at one of the nicer hotels, but they were all booked up. I'm a pretty big believer in signs when it comes to my own personal life. Since I couldn't book the expensive hotel I wanted to stay at, I'm taking it as a reminder that I'm supposed to be living a more frugal life. I mean, I am living a pretty frugal life. I just planned on, you know, kind of going big for my birthday, but I guess Tokyo Disneyland for my birthday is already a pretty big deal. I did a video when I was in Laos about the 5 biggest lessons I've learned in life, but another lesson that my grandma taught me and I always remember is that money is only good for spending. Honestly, maybe that's not the best advice, but it does make it feel better when you spend it. After Disneyland, I really don't know what I want to do in Japan. I know I want to go to Kyoto. I want to check out some other cities. I want to do things in Tokyo. If any of you have ever been to Japan, please tell me in the comments what you think I should do. I've been winging a lot of my travel trips so far, and I don't want to feel like this pressure to be constantly going and doing things. I love going to cities and then just living in them, walking around and exploring, talking with people, and just discovering things on my own. But there should be a few things at least that I have planned already, right? So I finished my 2nd week of school now. My 3rd week starts tomorrow. School's going pretty well. We're moving through some stuff pretty quick. I definitely need to be more diligent about studying. Whenever I get the chance out in the wild, I'm definitely practicing. I go to my local bar about once a week and I practice with the girls there. My massage therapist is fantastic about practicing with. I practice with the folks at restaurants, but I haven't been doing enough studying at home. I feel like currently I'm about the middle of the pack when it comes to school, and that's not where I normally am, nor where I want to be. I'm actually going to talk to the school this week about possibly getting an education visa. There's a theme in my life of things coming back full circle. Once I sold my house in Austin, I actually ended up moving back into the same apartment building that I first lived in when I moved to Austin. And I've got a good feeling about the education visa because it was my first intention when I came here. I've had 5 classes of school so far. Class starts at 9:30, but I've only walked there twice. I'm just way overheated when I walk there. It's about a mile away and some of it's in the direct sun even at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have walked home a few times. In general though, it's just been hot lately. I don't think it's rained for a couple weeks now. We've had some pretty nice sunsets, but not like the stellar ones that I'm hoping to get during rainy season. When I'm home around sunset, I've started setting up my camera when I think there might be a good one and do some little time-lapse work. I haven't caught any super magical moments yet, but there's been a few that are pretty cool. Dungeons and Dragons group here in town, unfortunately, is kind of on hiatus now. Some people have just left town, so the group's only down to 3 of us. I have, however, gotten to play Dungeons and Dragons a couple times. My buddy Johnny's run a couple one-shots and is trying to get his campaign back going. Last one-shot he ran was a lot of fun, had a great time. I'm also still talking with my group about getting them going. In fact, this week coming up, we got our first little zero session happening, but I do miss the in-person playing. My buddy Trevor is off in Europe for a couple months, and then, I don't know, he might even go to Canada after that. And my boy Darren got a teaching job in Bangkok. He has now officially moved. I'm really going to miss that guy. At least I've got a good excuse to go to Bangkok now. Next month in June, I'm planning on going down there for a weekend, hanging out with Darren, and finally meeting my boy Ziggy if he's around. Speaking of Darren, that brings us back to my big milestone for this month. Darren would often give me DUA. DUA stands for Darren's Unsolicited Advice, and it's usually pretty damn good advice. One of the things that Darren had been telling me I need to do since I got here is go to Food Mart. Food Mart's kind of one of the bigger grocery stores over here in the Jomtien and Pattaya side of things. Since I've been here, I've eaten out every single meal. It's just so affordable to do, and there's so many great food options. My school is right down the road from Food Mart, so after class one day I finally went and checked it out, and it's pretty damn cool. They've got a good selection of things. I mean, not like the mass selection that they have at the grocery store at Central Festival up in the city, but I was impressed with what they had. I bought some food. I just filled up my backpack and then I started cooking. Yeah, that's it. That's my big milestone here in Thailand. I now cook food here. I would say in the last 7 days, I only went out to eat 3 or 4 times. I'll probably go back to eating out more often. I'm not really cooking anything all that interesting now. I'm in this final stretch to be as healthy as I can when I hit 50. I've really only been cooking breakfast, scrambled eggs with onions and peppers, tomatoes, and then like roasted chicken breast dishes. Super easy. Chop up some carrots and onions and peppers, throw them in with the chicken breast in the oven. Yeah, my place has an oven. It's pretty nice. I'm coming up on 6 months of living here, and for me personally, this is a big milestone. I mean, and it's a win-win-win type of situation, unless I burn down my condo. Cooking at home is even cheaper than eating out. I've been eating pretty healthily since I've been here. I've only had pizza a few times. The portion sizes at most of the restaurants are very nice. Helps keep those calories down. But when I'm cooking at home, I'm definitely eating healthier than I am most of the times when I go out. A lot of Thai food has a decent amount of sugar in it. There's plenty of carbs when it comes to the rice that comes with everything. I do want to get a rice cooker. One of my favorite things to get here is morning glories and crispy pork. So we're talking like oil fried morning glories. So tasty with fried pork and then rice. Yeah, I've lost over 10 kilos or like 25 pounds since I've moved here. And I'd like to lose another 4 or 5 this last month heading into my birthday. Cooking at home is going to help me do that. Pom yak tamahan chow. That means I want to cook breakfast. That was one of the factors in it too. Once I started learning how to talk about food, I wanted to make food. Another reason why cooking is a big milestone to me, at least personally, is I feel less like a tourist. When you go somewhere and you just eat out every day, it's definitely like being on holiday. Sure, I retired early. My life is a holiday. But cooking at home has definitely given me an added sense of actually having a home. After I finish my walk today, I'm going to go home, start editing up this video. I hope to post it tomorrow. I've really got to go over my schoolwork. This afternoon, I'm meeting the last 2 members in town from our Dungeons and Dragons group. We're going to go to a place called the Jazz Pit. I think it's attached to a hotel. It's actually right by my school. It's how I discovered it. Walking by, they just have these big posters outside for it. They have a jazz jam every Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. I'm not expecting a lot. I lived in Austin for 8 years. The jazz scene in Austin is ridiculously good. So yeah, I'm not really expecting anything like that, but I'm happy to check out a new place and listen to some live jazz here in Pattaya. Hell yeah. All right, that's what's going on with me. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe. I put out great videos all the time. Okay, maybe they're not great, but they're free. Drop me a comment below. Tell me what I should do in Japan. Ask me questions. Coming to you from my live walk on a lovely, albeit pretty warm morning here in Pattaya, Thailand. This is Pete on Retreat. I wish you were here. Thanks for watching.